All right, let's see if we are live. Gotta find out first. Go up a few pages here. Sure. As always, give me a couple seconds, guys, so I can make sure I'm live. Check out the audio quality and everything. Hmm. Okay, it looks good. Looks like I am live. Yeah, that's good to hear. All right, how is everyone doing today? First and foremost, I apologize for the horrible lighting. I think like my glasses are gonna be reflecting the screen almost the whole episode probably, but not much I can do about that. I guess right now because I don't have my monitor set up correctly compared to what I usually do. Like, I mean, I usually have a glare on my glasses, but it's never used to this bad. Right now, it's pretty bad. Hello to the few people in the chat. I see you guys and girls. Oh, hold on a second. Right now, give me 1 second. So Crunchyroll is where we're gonna be watching this on. I'll put a link in a second on there. I do apologize for the delay. I decided to take a nap before this. Probably not the best idea in the world. As you can see, I'm kind of like disheveled a little bit. I do apologize for that. But who is excited for this? Like honestly, this is I told people Blue Exorcist. I only started watching not that long ago. I actually watched it 7 months ago for the most part, and luckily enough, then they announced the second season. And I was really happy about that because I mean I know a lot of people are huge fans of this, but I really enjoyed the first season, so I'm really curious to see how it's been essentially kind of recreated or at least imagined how many years now after. Like it has to be at least several years since we actually got the anime for this. So the first season, I should say, of the anime for this. So I'm very curious. We've had a lot of manga come out for it. I know the story is a lot more advanced in the manga, and I know the anime first season was very different at one point. But I'm excited for it. I am excited for it. Uh, I'm loading up the episode right now, just making sure it's working. Good. Okay, we're good. We're good to go on that. All right, I'm putting the link to the episode in the chat box. If you guys get it, if it's actually copies, that'd be nice. I've not read a lot of the manga, Jake. I've read some of it. I'm still more so on the original first season, but it's not. It is what it is. Let's see. Hold on a second. All right. So, anyways, everyone, load up the episode. We're gonna get going. It'll be a 3, 2, 1, go. On go, you go. Uh, let's see how this is, everyone. 3, 2, 1, go. I'll be looking at the chat, by the way, more so toward the end of the episode. I'm gonna focus like on reviewing this and talking about this as we watch it. I'll tell you right now, the animation you could tell is a lot nicer than the first season. A lot better. Hmm. Also, manga readers, try not to spoil the chat too much about because I know that this is going off the more of the manga, but try to not spoil too much for people that are watching this anime because I know some people are all watching anime, like I am, for example, watching anime. It's Rei Nakamura. Sure. Animation is a lot nicer. Like, just look at everything, the background, the characters, how they're done. Really nice. Step their game up. I mean, it's been several years, like I said, but still, it's nice. See what Rin does, man. They're probably gonna throw his ass in there. It's Yukio. It's weird hearing them in Japanese when I've only watched the English dub for this, but it's not like that hard for me to do that, to like switch between the two. I'm used to having to do that when you watch stuff like this. So I always kind of warn people, if the show's not done, don't watch it in dub though, because it's like then you have to do this. Hmm. I like how they didn't really go into a recap or anything like that. They just went right into it. I think that's kind of. I mean, it's a risk because in case people are kind of new to this, they will be a little bit lost. But I figure most people try to catch up with this to watch it. Because I mean, I know a lot of people that rewatched the first season just so they can catch up with this and be prepared for this. Ray's trying to say, "We'll guarantee your safety, your son." He's like, "No, no, I'm Yukio. I'm an asshole to everyone." Yukio's such an asshole. Whoa, Yukio's like a broken record. We can't save everyone. He says that all the time. Let me check the chat real fast. Let me see what's going on with you guys. Hmm. Okay. I saw that Marth and a few other people joined. Marth, thank you for joining. Actually, I should read the other people who joined. That would be nice, right? And also, Aaron Roth joined. Nice, thank you. Oh, also happy. Hello to Taffy Cloud that Joe was in here before, and Jake. I think I said you were in here before, but I'll say it again. Thanks for joining. Hmm. And there goes Yukio with his gun right away. He's like, "I'm gonna shoot the kid." Right? No, he shot the gas mask guy, but Oh, that's kind of cool. Oh, oh. Looks like his tail's attached to his pants. That's kind of weird, but okay. Mm. This guy's got family issues. Personal issues too, but still. Hmm. By the way, manga people, you don't have to spoil it, but you could say in the chat if you feel like this is doing a good job of keeping pace with the actual manga so far. Because I know this has to be. I think the first several volumes are just like the first season, and then they're going off more recent stuff. I think, but you can put that in the chat. Just like I said, don't spoil anything. Don't be like say characters die or something happens to their character. Don't do that. No, that's very weird. It's like little faces. It's kind of creepy actually. Mm, I don't know why they have flashbacks of them being afraid of demons where they fight demons. So far, decent amount already. It's a little strange, but okay. Little things make little faces like sad faces when they get poked by the antidote. It's kind of weird. Hey, look, Mephisto. By the way, in case you're just joining right now, we are 11, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, nearing the halfway point of the episode. I'll let you guys know when we're at 12. I wonder if they have an opening and closing, by the way, or if they're gonna do one of the two for the other ones. All right, we're at the 12-minute mark, by the way, everyone. I'll be honest with you, like I don't know how I feel about the first episode so far. I mean, it's very good in terms of animation and everything else, but oh, there goes Rin. it's like they're trying to reestablish the characters, if that makes any sense. Like you're trying to show, hey, this is how this character is, or this is how this character is. This is stuff we've seen already from the show before, but that's it's okay. Talk about more after the actual episode. So that's why I'm not interrupting all the dialogue. I don't think I show any other characters like Shammy or anything like that. It's vacation. Oh, that's speak of the devil, Shammy. They changed Shammy's look a little bit. I noticed. Uh, oh, then there's all his friends. I'm not even gonna say the names because they just said them. Hmm. I think I'm starting to understand what they did, but still, they altered how the first season's like when it started with the filler. They altered that and now made it like smoothly going from the first season to this. That's why it's like that. What's they gonna show it to though? I'm curious. It's not gonna because she's gonna sit next to him. Yeah, there you go. Well, like backup team leader. Hmm. Okay, so he spreads plagues and stuff like that. Okay. I was going to wonder if they're ever gonna talk about him. Well, I do apologize if it doesn't seem like I'm talking very much. It's just I really don't have much to say right now in terms of like what's going on with the episode. Actually, I'll check out right now because they're doing this. I'll check out the chat. See how you guys are doing. Yeah, Martha. Yeah, that's what they're going off of. Is that he was the son of Satan in this part? More recapping characters. They might have to do that if they're going to do it this way, or maybe they're assuming that people realize what they're doing. I'll talk more about that at the end of the actual episode. We'll have a discussion about it if you guys want. See what sucks about how they did it in this. Like I said, I'll talk about more at the end. I don't want to interrupt the episode and flow of it, so I apologize for that. Because see, he said that line before in the first season. Someone does have weird eyebrows. Like honestly, yeah, that's exactly what they're going off of. Okay, so when he lost his mind, when he went insane, that's where they're going off of. At one point while he's fighting him, he starts losing his mind, starts going crazy. Which just showed right now. Shut up, Shammy. Okay, so if that kid's in the bed, I wonder if they're going off of when he was possessed. If you guys remember that, he got possessed by a creature, the bald head one. I forgot his name. Yeah, looks like they might have gone before that too. Hmm. Yep, repeating the same thing. Got a point. The Rin wasn't the cause of that. Oh, we got credits for rolling on the screen. I doubt they're gonna have an opening. Watch or opening and closing. They might just have. Oh, that was cool how they did his flames though. Like that was really really well done. There's like little fire on his sides and stuff like that. That was nice. I like the music playing in the background right now though. Oh, there we go. I wonder if this is the opening. This is probably the opening. They're playing. Kind of dig it though. I like the way it looks. Very stylish. I'm gonna watch this all the way through the end, so I am gonna watch the opening with you guys. If this is well, this probably is the opening. I like they have little title things of how old they are and all that. Raina's still 15 years old. I kind of dig this opening. I won't lie. I like the visuals too for it. It's really cool. It looks like we might have some more. Oh, is it the preview? Could be preview. I'm not gonna watch the preview because I don't ever watch previews, as many of you know. But all right, so that's the end of episode 1 of Blue Exorcist, season 2. Uh, let's see. So, whoever's in the chat, you can put any questions you have. I'm gonna talk about this really briefly because I don't think there's really I don't want to say too much to say about it. So, my biggest thing with this episode was that I have issues with it here and there. I think that going off of how do I want to put it? More so going off of the concept and the way they did it, where they took the first season and kind of, because we know the first season was filler. We know what sort of boy goes into filler, and that's near the, I want to say, a little part to the midway point, and then it goes into the actual filler stuff. They really go out to make sure that you understand that they're going off of not the newer stuff, but more so not the filler stuff either. They're going off the first season's, like, that part that before they started the filler, which, I mean, that's not a bad idea. That's a good idea in a sense, because this way it gets rid of a lot of the filler. But I actually kind of like the filler. I thought that was interesting the way they did it, because at least, characters that were having issues with one another were actually coming back together as a friends, and kind of getting back together with one another. In this, they kind of eliminate that by doing that. It's almost like restarting their friendship, and I have issues with that. Shonen stuff tends to do that a lot, and it did it again with this. So it's like. Um, I felt like the episode could have been a little stronger. I don't know how anyone else feels about that, to be honest. Looks like for most of you, it looks like you liked the first episode, which, hey, listen, each his own. I'm glad that you guys are liking the show so far, and hopefully it gets better, and hopefully I like it more, because I really did dig the first season. I think this could have started off a little bit stronger, personally. Let's see. Martha said, don't really like the song as much as the other Uberworld songs. Might be the kind of song that grows on me, though. It could be. I don't know. It's not to say it's a great song, but I kind of dig the kind of way it flows, and it actually really goes with the opening, like, images and stuff like that. It looks really good. I don't know if I'd listen to it like nonstop or anything like that. It won't become like one of my favorite openings of the season. I'll tell you that right now, but I like it. It's pretty good. Let's see. Jake Lewis goes, unless it's the ending song, probably confusing. No, that it's not the ending song, most likely. From what that looked like the opening. That's the type of opening type thing. They did the same thing, I believe, with the first episode of the first season. I believe. I'm not 100% sure that I think so. Yeah, as Marth also said, Koneko was the one most affected by his revelation. Yeah, it was. I remember that. But yeah, overall, I don't want to say I hated the first episode. I just feel like it was weak start to the second season, and I hope that other people don't feel the same way. Like, maybe, hopefully, this kind of goes back up and picks up again. But I feel like they could have done a lot differently with how they fused the season together and stuff like that. But what can you do, right? Anyways, though, I'm not gonna be doing. By the way, I want you guys to know I'm not gonna do live reviews all the time with Blue Exorcist. I probably will do a mixture of the two, only because it's kind of, I don't want to say it's hard to set this up all the time, but more so, I just don't want to do it that way for this one. I wanted to actually do regular reviews also. I just figured the first episode we can all watch it together and enjoy it. So if you did stay here with me watching it, I really appreciate the support. I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully you enjoyed the banter, with lack of sometimes, because there wasn't much to say about this episode, to be honest, which was kind of a surprise to me. If you are watching after the fact, hey, I appreciate that too. Make sure hit the like button on that video. Comment. You can comment on these videos. Not a big deal. I read these things. I know some people that do that all the time. No worries. I will definitely comment back, and we can talk about more there. Um, you know, It's like Martha said, it's a good way of doing it. Like, this is the correct way of doing it. I have issues with it, mind you. Like, I'm not saying that it's the best way to do it. I'm saying it's the correct way of doing it, because what you're doing essentially is making it bind together with the story, and you're going more so toward the manga stuff, which is good. There's nothing wrong with that. I just feel like it also resets their friendship and kind of resets what happened in the first season, because we did see that they were becoming friends. They were getting a lot better in terms of team unit and team kind of work in general, and it's kind of all thrown out the window because they're like resetting that. So it is what it is. Let's see. Prefer. Jake says, I prefer it this way because if they start with a filler arc and just develop from there, I feel like it would be 3 episodes to get back to the canon, probably. Yeah, that's understandable. Like I said, that's really, it would take a long time, and they would have to do a lot of recap, and it would have to be altered in a way that actually makes more sense. And I think that would have not worked. Um, Yeah, Martha, I agree with the Brotherhood option. That's would have been weird. And I think he's mentioning, by the way, for people that maybe don't understand that, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, where they restarted the whole thing and kind of went off into a whole, back to the original pathway. Because as many of you know, FMA 2003 was actually very different in terms of story versus Brotherhood, because Brotherhood follows the manga. FMA 2003 was actually more so just based off of an original story after a certain point. So that makes sense. I mean, I agree with that, but I don't know. I didn't have really much impact from that. I was expecting more from it. I think maybe that's my own fault. But overall, it was a solid episode. It was okay. I just didn't like it that much. Anyways, guys and girls, I'm gonna wrap up the stream. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed it. As always, I appreciate the support you guys give me. I will talk to you all later. Have a great, blessed day, everyone. Bye bye.